Oppressive and excessive. That is the way to describe the heat and humidity across Texas this week. Isolated storm possible today and tomorrow, maybe a little higher chance later this week. Let's talk about in this Monday edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. Good morning. It is Monday, the 19th of June 2023. I'm Texas Storm Chasers Baldy-in-Chief David Reimer. After a very active last week and a half across the state of Texas, we are finally going to be quieting it down for the next few days. Still can't rule out a couple of storms here and there, but we are not expecting a repeat of what we dealt with last week. Tornadoes, softball-sized hail, derechos. No, that is not in the cards again for the next several days. Heat and humidity, on the other hand, will be. But before we talk about that, let us look at the severe weather outlook for today. There is a isolated chance for a couple of thunderstorms this afternoon. After all, with temperatures climbing above 100 degrees, we are liable to get a few storms that break through the cap and perhaps produce some large to very large hail, localized damaging wind gusts. The overall severe weather ingredients not as favorable as last week. So storms that do develop today probably going to have some wind, some hail, but overall we're not expecting a widespread thunderstorm threat today or tonight. Main time window, 4 to 5 p.m. through about 10 p.m. Storms should be weakening pretty quickly after sunset if they fire at all. Here's one of the more aggressive solutions for today, and this isn't it because apparently I can't change things and remember how to do it. Hey, look, it's the right image. Anyway, again, this is probably one of the more aggressive solutions we can share with you. This is the high-res rapid refresh model, and it's showing a couple of severe storms firing up over North Texas, moving south towards Waco this evening. If that happened, the potential for localized damage, straight line winds, maybe hail up to the size of tennis balls, but other models don't develop a thing at all. Given the fact it's going to be 100 to 105 degrees, we do have a little bit of wind shear aloft. It's probably reasonable to assume we're probably going to see a couple of hailers this afternoon, but again, not expecting a big time widespread event. That being said, if we have one storm today, it ends up dropping tennis ball size hail and it happens to do so over a major city or a population center, well, that's impactful, so given the last week, we'll keep an eye on it for sure, just because Mother Nature has not been particularly kind to us. Can you tell I'm over it? All right, in terms of temperatures, this is going to be the widespread issue this week. Excessive and oppressive is the best way to describe it across the state. And again, this is going to be today's high temperature forecast across the state of Texas. And we're going to see high temperatures in the Edwards Plateau down to the Rio Grande Plains. Honestly, Laredo's probably going to make a run at 115 to 118 degrees Fahrenheit this afternoon. That's not the heat index, that's the actual air temperature. We're starting to get up towards the holy moly guacamole all-time record territory with that, and that needs to stop. Otherwise, the rest of the state, 105 San Antonio, 106 Austin, 109 in San Angelo, 105 in Abilene, all the way up to the mid to upper 100s across northwest Texas, the Permian Basin. And again, you notice high temperature wise looking like upper 90s places like the Borderland, the Panhandle northeast Texas, the Ark-La-Tex. But wait, guess what? These are the heat index values this afternoon about 4 p.m. Uh-oh. Just because it may not hit 100 degrees where you are in the air temperature does not mean the humidity will not make it feel like hell on earth. These are the heat index values this afternoon, expected to range from 110 to 120 degrees Fahrenheit, all the way from deep south Texas up through North Texas, Texoma, the Brazos Valley. Let me tell you, for those of folks still without power in the Ark-La-Tex and East Texas, this is going to be a dangerous day with these kind of heat index values. So we're going to definitely need to make sure folks are getting to cooling centers if they don't have access to air conditioning, because this is nasty stuff. Tomorrow, same story for high temperatures. It's going to be hot. Same story for heat index values, where it may not necessarily be as hot on the actual air temperatures. The heat index is going to make it feel just as oppressive. And again, same story goes. We need to make sure folks are being able to get to cooling centers, especially if they're susceptible to heat-related illnesses, which everyone will be if they don't have access to air conditioning or electricity. So that is going to be a problem the next few days, and our main concern, even with the potential for an isolated storm today and tomorrow. All right, now we're going to skip to Thursday because it makes me happy. We're going to start seeing temperatures across the northern half of Texas kind of come down a little bit. This is going to be in association with the chance we may start seeing some storm chances return to the Panhandle, West Texas. And if that occurs, some of those storms may form into a complex during the evening hours and move southeast across portions of Oklahoma, Texoma, maybe the Big Country in North Texas. At the least, that would bring a little bit of a chance for rain and cloud cover, which could help keep some of these temperatures down. But likewise, the humidity is still going to be nasty. So it's going to be hot regardless. It may just not be as hot. As we head into Friday, temperatures start climbing back up again. And then Saturday, here you go. We're already expecting triple digits up towards 110 degrees across portions of West Texas, the Permian Basin, the Big Country, the Concho Valley, all the way down through the Hill Country. Rio Grande Plains into the Rio Grande Valley area from the Edwards Plateau. And again, there's a chance these could just have to get bumped up as we get closer. So it's going to be hotter than a hot dog at Wrigley Field in May. So with that being said, we'll be keeping an eye out for any sort of stormy mischief chances this afternoon. Chances are pretty low, but not zero. And given where temperatures are going to be, we'll have to keep an eye out for that capping inversion to break this afternoon. Any storms that form today or tomorrow, hail. Big shocker there. Otherwise, hot, humid. Please stay cool and hydrated. We'll have the next Texas Weather Roundup out by 7 a.m. on Tuesday. Y'all make it a great Monday, and God bless.